There are a plethora of origin stories about Bloody Mary. The story of her death, however, is one of the most rational, as reasonable as it can get when a reflection kills you. Mary was a young girl who lived in the 1800s. A sickness swept through the area where they lived, causing people to perish in a short amount of time. When doctors couldn't discover a pulse or put a mirror under the nose of someone who appeared to be dead, there wasn't always condensation from their breaths. As a result, the fallen could be presumed to be dead. Were they, however, successful? It was not uncommon for persons to be declared dead despite the fact that they were not. When someone died, a small hole was drilled in the coffin, and a piece of string was threaded through the hole and tied to a bell. The bell would be hung on a pole near the deceased's homes. Of course, when Mary became sick and died slowly, she was buried in a coffin. She wasn't to be buried just yet. It would be quicker to unnail the coffin she'd been placed in, and the rope and bell were, of course, nearby. Days passed, then a week. Her parents never left the house without wishing with all of their hearts that their precious Mary would awaken. Friends of the parents claimed she would never wake up if she hadn't already. On that day, their parents departed the house with the help of their pals. When her parents had gone, a neighbor came over and started filling her grave, string and all. In case anything goes wrong. Mary was roused from her slumber not long after. She yanked on the rope. The bell string, which couldn't be heard because her parents were out and the neighbor was too far away. She tugged and pushed on the line until the bell and stick dropped to the ground. She began clawing and scratching at her wooden cage until her fingers bled, then she stopped scratching till she expired. When the parents returned home, the father quickly discovered that the bell had moved yards away from where it had been, and he summoned his wife to assist him in digging up their daughter. When they dug through the coffin, they discovered Mary in a petrified form, her hands like claws. They placed a mirror in front of her nose to examine if her breaths were visible. Even though condensation was visible on the mirror, she was dead. Her ghost is claimed to have taken up residence in the mirror. And now, anytime someone chants, Bloody Mary, 3 times, she appears and claws at the helpless victim. This is only one of the many versions about her death that have been circulated. There are a lot of them, and the year may or may not be true. But it's still a gruesome narrative that might scare children, and every time you utter her name, your heart skips a beat. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more upcoming videos.